Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Chris, and most of you who are familiar with my channel know that I don't normally do videos like this, but every once in a while a fire deep within ignites and I just can't resist. So today I'm going to react to Alyse of Raw Alignment's new video, 30-day carnivore challenge. I met Alyse back in May of 2018. I was invited to be a part of the vegan YouTube house out in LA. And there was about six or seven of us. And so I met her on the premise of veganism. And we all hung out that week. It was really fun. She was nice. But I will say that when we did our YouTube channel critiques, veganism never came up, but it was more about business. So although, I'm kind of disappointed with everybody that I've met or been friends with that were vegan that aren't vegan anymore, I got to say, honestly, I'm not surprised. So she hasn't been vegan for a little while now, and she just recently posted this video about a little less than a week ago, 30-day carnivore challenge. I'm just going to react to it, and I feel like I can't really sit idle here. I need to say something on my platform and just give my 2 cents. So you're gonna wanna stick around till the end. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the video up, and I apologize for me being shown in the video, but I think this is important. So here we go. Well, I will say she has a good editor here. It looks like she's glamorizing meat.
I've done a lot of crazy things in my life, but I haven't eaten only meat for 30 days until now.
Gross.
The carnivore diet is a zero-carb diet that includes nothing but animal foods. It's considered to be a more extreme version of the currently trending ketogenic diet.
So not a healthy diet because you're eating bacon right there. So bacon is a known carcinogen. So this should probably say carcinogenic breakdown.
It includes all types of meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and organs such as
dead animal carcasses,
the liver and brain, and excludes everything else. Yep, that means no carbs, no plants, no fiber.
Let's break that down for a second. That's a prime example of cognitive dissonance, where it's just food to us, but that was a life of another being that didn't want to die, and now it's on your plate.
While this diet may seem to be absolutely crazy, there are actually many reasons why someone would willingly choose to eat this way. It has been shown to help relieve the symptoms from many illnesses such as autoimmunity, fatigue, obesity, inflammatory diseases, and more.
So you're going to cure your digestion and give yourself cancer.
There are a few theories on how eating only animal foods can be surprisingly helpful for one's health.
The lion diet.
Essentially, the carnivore diet is a form of an elimination diet, which means that it removes all common food sensitivities from the picture. There's also the factor of cutting out.
So I know she's not a nutritionist or a dietitian or anything, and she's trying to be unbiased here, but she's giving examples and showing reasons to back this up that it's healthy.
All carbs, meaning that your body drops into ketosis, which has been linked to benefits like enhanced mental clarity, rapid weight loss, and better digestion. You may be wondering, but what about the body's nutritional needs? Won't you lack some of the necessary vitamins and minerals that a more balanced diet can provide? Well, actually, most of the advocates for the carnivore diet claim that meat contains all of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to not only survive, but to thrive.
But you can already do that with plants, and right here, those animals didn't have to die.
So out of all of the things to try in the world, why am I choosing to eat meat for 30 days straight?
I don't know.
You guys know that I love challenging myself, and actually since I've been on social media, I have shared and documented so many challenges.
I'm sorry, but does a challenge really warrant the unnecessary killing of an animal?
I have gone 30 days without washing my hair. I've gone a full year without using deodorant. I have gone off of social media for 30 days and documented that.
What?
I've
No.
tried juice cleanses, water fasting, so many different things. I've come to learn that...
So all like extreme things. No wonder.
With the more I experience, the more I can relate to people in all facets of life. And coming from a history of being vegan for almost 5 years, I know very well what it's like to lose myself in the identity of a diet culture and to lose true open-mindedness.
So she says she was vegan for almost 5 years, but then she calls it a diet culture. So for those of you that don't already know, veganism is more than just a diet. It's a lifestyle that seeks to exclude the consumption and wearing and exploitation of animals as far as practicably possible. So let's see what else she has to say.
After a very humbling experience of losing my health, my current intention is to really understand rather than judge. And what better way to really understand other than diving straight into an experience that challenges me to get the heck outside of my comfort zone and to release any pre-existing beliefs.
By going outside of her comfort zone and going on this 30-day carnivore challenge, she's putting many animals way, way, way outside of their comfort zone to the point where they'll never feel comfort again.
Okay, it is officially day 1 of the carnivore challenge. I have yet to eat my first meal of the day yet. I'm just gonna wait a little bit until I'm hungry. It's still pretty early right now. And I am a little bit nervous for what I'm about to dive into. I have gone like mostly carnivore various times in the past year, or actually the most part of the past year. But I haven't gone like 100%. So yeah, I'm nervous about that part, but also just really excited to dive in and challenge myself in this way. It's obviously not only a physical challenge, but definitely a mental challenge. I think the biggest part that's gonna feel like...
So she's so excited to be doing this. Imagine how the animals must feel knowing that they're gonna die. I can't stop saying this because I know like it's so hard for me to wrap my head around somebody that was vegan for years, and just knowing everything you know when you're a vegan and not being a vegan anymore is just, it boggles my mind. And what is this record button at the bottom? Is this like Blair Witch or something?
A challenge for me is being in social settings, social situations, and like not being able to have that freedom to eat whatever I want. Diving into this challenge, I knew I needed to create a game plan for success if I wanted to make it through the full 30 days. So I started by clearing out my fridge and pantry of all non-carnivore foods because human psychology proves that if you have temptations around you, it is so much more difficult to break a habit and to start a new one.
Human psychology, that's a good point. So she's a human. She's not a Tyrannosaurus Rex. She's not a lion. She's a human.
So I gave away any lingering plant foods and stored everything else in a box, which I tucked away in my closet. Out of sight, out of mind.
Just like the animals. Out of sight, out of mind.
After I had a clean slate, I stocked up on all of the meat, fish, and eggs that I needed to get me through.
She keeps saying meat, fish, and eggs. Fish is meat.
At least the first week of this challenge, ensuring that it was all grass-fed, pasture-raised, and organic.
Because that makes it better. Grass-fed and organic.
I also wanted to set very clear guidelines for myself on what food and drinks are allowed and not allowed. So I decided to let myself keep 2 comforts throughout this challenge for the next 30 days.
Imagine the comforts that the animals got to keep for this challenge. Oh, wait.
Bulletproof coffee and matcha, because hey, I'm human, and honestly having a warm,
She's human.
caffeinated drink to look forward to every single morning helps make this challenge so much easier to navigate. So I'm on day 10 right now, and I'm going to make some changes. I have kind of been grazing throughout the day, like since I started this challenge.
Wait, cows graze in fields. I'm pretty sure carnivores don't graze. Scavengers might kind of look around for things to eat, but I'm pretty sure carnivores don't graze.
The first 5 days or so I was eating dairy, and since then I don't know, I haven't really had like absolutely amazing digestion so far, and I want to make some changes to see if maybe we can enhance that. So yeah, I've been grazing throughout the day, which basically means like snacking, having smaller things, like I'll have some eggs, I'll have some bacon, I'll have like
Oh, that's what grazing means.
a little bit of steak, I'll have some smoked salmon, but I haven't been having like set meals. And I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna start having 2 meals a day. So the first meal will be like a few hours after I wake up. I'll have bulletproof coffee right when I wake up, and then wait a few hours, have my first meal, and not really snack in between meals. That way my digestive system gets like more of a break. And we're gonna see what that does, because in the past, whenever I do that, my digestion is really good, especially eating mostly meat. So we're gonna make that change and cross our fingers.
Oh. Are you going surfing too, or is this just like B-roll kind of? Does this have anything to do with
When
it?
I first transitioned from the vegan diet back to eating meat, I made a point to learn about the importance of meat quality and how much of an impact it can make both on our health and the environment.
Oh.
At this point, I believe that most people are aware of factory farming, but for those who are unfamiliar, factory farming is an industrial system of farming mass quantities of livestock in very confined and often unsanitary factories. This practice also includes feeding the animals cheap, low-quality foods such as
I know what she's doing here.
grains and soy, as well as giving them antibiotics to keep them from getting too sick in their unhealthy living conditions. There are many horrors of how animals are treated within factory farming, and when we consume sick and mistreated animals, we, as a result, are way more likely to get sick ourselves. So what's the alternative to factory farmed meat?
Going vegan.
Whether you are only eating meat once a month or consuming a more meat-heavy diet, it's definitely in your best interest to source 100% grass-fed and grass-finished beef.
So this whole time I've been wrong. I thought it was in my best interest to go vegan, but so she's making it out to be that factory farms are bad. Grass-fed organic is good. Let's see what else she says here.
Essentially, what this means is the cattle are consuming grass for their entire lives, which is their natural and optimal form of nutrition. As a huge health advocate,
So they look happy there. So I guess it's okay then to eat that kind of meat because their lives don't matter.
and someone who cares about the animals and our environment, I've teamed up with ButcherBox to shed some light on how to source high-quality meat and opt out of factory farming entirely.
Got it. So that's why it's the ButcherBox. It's an ad.
About 80% of the food that I consume
And she's eating bacon right there. I hear that's one of the best health foods you can eat. Bacon.
during this 30-day challenge was from my monthly ButcherBox, and the other 20% from local farms.
So ButcherBox, the word butcher, that's just another word for murder. So essentially ButcherBox is just a fancy word for murder box.
I'm so thankful that this service exists, and I love what they stand for. Their goal is to make grass-fed beef and organic chicken more accessible than ever before.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure Mike the Vegan debunked the whole grass-fed beef being more sustainable and better for you.
All of their meat is free from antibiotics and hormones. It's 100% grass-fed
That doesn't make it better for you. It's still a carcinogen.
and finished, and all of their chicken is free range and organic. ButcherBox is super easy to set up. All you have to do is go to their website and build your box. I personally always opt for the all beef box with added bacon, but there are 5 different boxes you can choose from, and you can even
So is this about health? Are you doing this for health? Because bacon is not a health food.
set up your own custom box if you have certain types or cuts of meats that you prefer. If you want the easy way to get high quality meat, I highly recommend you try out ButcherBox. You can find more information in the video description and even a special deal as a gift from me to you.
Nothing says you care better than MurderBox.
It is day 23, and I am popping in for an update to share with you that ever since, I forget what day it was, but ever since I decided to start like more so intermittent fasting and having 2 meals a day instead of just grazing and like eating whenever, my digestion has been on point, like legit abs. Another update for you is like, even though my digestion is amazing and I'm feeling super like mentally clear right now, I am a little bit missing the freedom of being able to eat anything that I want. Like, I don't know.
Challenges.
Most days I'm fine with it, but some days, especially in social settings, I think I mentioned earlier, like on day 1 or something, that was going to be the hardest part for me, and it definitely is. Whenever I'm out and about, I just want to just
Are we going to see the Blair Witch?
get whatever I want to get. Normally, like, it's going to be mostly animal-based anyway, but being able to get, like, a bun for a burger and not just have, like, a burger patty would be amazing. But I am feeling good. I'm just being a little bit bitter and excited for, yeah, being able to have just a little something else. 30 days and lots of meat later, here I
All of that meat later.
am, still alive, ready
You're alive.
to share with you the conclusions of my experience. So I asked you guys on Instagram what you were most curious about with this challenge, and the first question that you asked me was, what are the biggest physical changes that I experienced? The main physical changes I noticed were definitely fat loss and increased power in the gym. I did end up losing around 2 pounds in the full 30 days, and my physique changed slightly, but nothing too crazy. I mostly just felt more lean and more comfortable in my body, so that was definitely a plus for me. And the main mental change I experienced was having way more stable energy and focus throughout the day, like literally every day. And before starting this challenge, I was eating a pretty balanced diet, including meat and plants and things like gluten-free bread and dark chocolate. And I remember feeling my energy fluctuate during that time, and I would like randomly crash after meals, especially if they were carb heavy. And that didn't happen to me at all in the past 30 days. So that was definitely super helpful for my productivity. One of the most frequently asked questions that I've received is, did I experience cravings specifically for veggies or for carbs? All right, so it's day 6 right now, and I do not want to eat meat, fish, or eggs.
Fish is meat.
I want anything other than this. Oh, but I've agreed to the challenge and I will stick to it.
You got to do it.
And I know this may sound super crazy, but when I first started, I was really wanting any form of carbs that I could get my hands on. But after those first few days passed, it was pretty easy for me overall. Sure, eating this way was definitely challenging at times. And I remember that there were definitely some days I was getting bored of eating meat, but I never felt like insanely restricted to the point of discomfort. And whenever I did have the desire to eat something that wasn't carnivore, the feeling passed pretty quickly. And something I did to make it easier on myself was just expanding the variety by including things like sashimi, oysters, and crab, so I wasn't eating just steak and eggs every day. And I know you're all probably wondering what the heck happened to my digestion from just eating carnivore for 30 days straight.
Can I use your bathroom?
And this may sound surprising, but my digestion was honestly totally fine. In fact, it was way better than when I was vegan. Also, the more beef jerky and dehydrated meat that I ate, the slower my digestion too. But that one's kind of a no-brainer. And most mornings I would wake up with a flat and empty stomach, which wasn't as common on my diet before I dove into this challenge. What would you say to somebody or a lot of people who are so confused on how eating all meat could possibly be healthy?
The way I usually
So she's got Michaela Peterson here of the Lion Diet giving health advice.
tell people to look at it is I tell people to treat it as an extreme elimination diet. So if you're suffering from unexplained health symptoms,
Okay, now the question that you have been waiting for. Will I continue eating 100% carnivore now that I have completed this challenge? I've got to be honest, I'm honestly really looking forward to eating something other than meat, fish, and eggs.
Meat, and eggs.
So I'm not going to continue with this 100%, but I did notice enough benefits from eating this way to make me want to continue eating mostly animal foods.
That's so disappointing.
And as always, I will keep you updated with my diet after this challenge is over. So if you are curious what the very first non-carnivore thing that I'm going to eat is, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss.
So that's the other thing. She has like over 700,000 followers, and hopefully most people would know that this is just bull, but there's a lot of impressionable people out there that follow her and might want to do the same things that she does, like this 30-day carnivore challenge, and it's just really off-putting. But I don't know. I don't really know what else to say. I see a lot of YouTubers doing this kind of thing now, just being ex-vegan, and it's getting them clicks, it's getting them views. I know she got attention from Fox News because of this. It's likely why people even go vegan in the first place, just to get the attention, to get the views, and then not vegan anymore, and whatever's popular, whatever's trending, and there'll be something new, and it'll be the next big thing. What I've learned over the years as a long-term vegan is that I've seen diets come and go, and I've stayed vegan all these years, and I'm healthy. Veganism doesn't necessarily mean health, because you can be an unhealthy vegan, but if you're looking to be healthy, you can absolutely do so on plants, and you can thrive and excel on plants. Everything's there that you need, and that's not just backed up by my personal experience, it's also backed up by science. The American Dietetics Association, the biggest organization of doctors, also agree that you can be a healthy vegan at all stages of life. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to another episode. I have here with me today Alyse of Raw Alignment, and I just want to ask you how you went vegan and your journey and what you do with your YouTube channel.
Cool. So we're gonna do rapid fire because this is our last few minutes in the YouTube house, but we wanted to make sure we could share this with you. So let's see. I originally went vegan a little over 4 years ago. I was just feeling so unhealthy in my body, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. And I just wanted to try something new, and I felt called to try out a vegan lifestyle. So it was originally for my personal health, and then as time went on, I learned more about the positive impacts for animals, the environment, and everything else.
Where did you learn about it? Did you research it on your own, or did somebody inspire you?
Yeah, I originally found Fully Raw Christina's YouTube videos, and I didn't really do much research. I just watched her videos and was like, wow, she looks super healthy. I'm going to try it out, and it just felt really good.
And so what do you do with your channel? Because you have a pretty big channel yourself.
Yeah, I share, it's really evolved over the past few years. It started out being focused on food because that's what I was most interested in, and now it's really taken the turn to help empower people, inspire people. It's very focused on self-love and overall well-being.
Awesome. And what would be your favorite go-to food?
My favorite go-to food. Lately, I have been obsessed with these coconut wraps, and I'll just fill them with cucumber, avocado, sprouts, and then a cashew sauce or a tahini sauce, and these coconut wraps are have you tried them?
I tried the veggie wrap.
Okay, the veggie wrap is good, but it's nothing compared to the coconut wrap.
I'll have to try it out.
Yeah, that's my go-to right now.
Are you completely raw all the time?
I'm not, no. I eat primarily raw. I like to try bites of what Addison eats because he makes really good food. But I rarely have a full meal that's cooked. So I'll try and have everything be mostly raw, but I'm not hardcore. I
like to do that too. I like to stay healthy but try other things too.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going to be uploading this video, but this is our last day here at the YouTube house. Mm-hmm. I just met her at the beginning a week ago, and
yeah, it's been really fun to get to know you, and we should definitely stay in contact and maybe have a zombie collab.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that. Well, thank you for doing this interview, and you guys go check her out on her channel. I'll link it below. Give us a like if you like this video. Subscribe, survive, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye!